Hey, my Jujubes, welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing today? It's Friday, y'all. It is Friday. If you are new here, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would appreciate it if you did. Excuse me, because this is so tacky. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Y'all know what today is, okay? It's Friday. And so on Fridays, we have started to do Shot Friday. So go ahead and get your shot glasses. I'm going to give you a little time to prepare yourself because we're going to take a shot on Friday. Okay? Shot Fridays. How are y'all doing today? I'm so glad it's Friday. I feel like this is the longest week. Not longest week, but it was long. It was kind of fast, but it was still long, if that makes sense. All right, I'm giving y'all time. Get y'all stuff. Get what you need. I'm drinking Crown Apple today, okay? Cheers to the weekend. Happy freaking Friday. Today is Fuck With Your Friends Fridays. Cheers. Got my little water. All right, y'all. So y'all know what I have today. I know y'all tired of it, but I'm not. It's my seafood. I couldn't go get no seafood today at the store. My mom bought me some king crab legs. We're going to call these Prince crabs, though, because they're not as big as a real king crab is. But they'll do. So, I don't know where everybody is from who watches me, but I live in Ohio, okay? And the cicadas are here. And I hate them, okay? I mean, they can't see. They fly into you. I just don't like it. Let me take my thumbnail. I done got too excited about my food. I got a towel on my lap. I know y'all be like, can she wipe her hands on her leg? Pants. Take my paper in there so you can't see. You better hold my candle this time. All right. So we gonna jump right into ethic, okay? Like we normally do. Did I tell you I was gonna call these Prince crab, not king crab? Cause they ain't as big as some of the king crabs I see. But today I got mussels, king crab, and shrimp with my beloved sauce. And I say my beloved sauce because I make mine a little different. My mind is, excuse me, because my mind be going from place to place. But I was talking about the cicadas. So if you are not from Ohio or in the Midwest, maybe you don't know what cicadas are. But they these big, ugly looking bugs that look like flies. And they flying everywhere. They can't see, so they land on you. They smack into your window when you're driving. It just does something to me. I hate them. And they're supposed to be, they only come every 17 years. And I'm mad. Because they could have stayed underground. They didn't have to come visit me no more in the 17th year. They could have stayed where they was at. Let me eat a few. And we're going to get right into it. I don't know where I left off yesterday. Because yesterday I did a live, y'all. Because it was taking so long for my video to upload. So I was like, well, let me just do a live so that I can still make sure I got, enough video to keep everybody in sync. But it was taking a long time yesterday. I was bothered. Like, really? So we talked about Bella and Hendrix and how much she wanted him to, how much she loved him, and how she sent her daddy to go get him in the storm. I can't even remember this part. How she wanted her daddy to go get him in the storm, and how she had to finally come out and say, like, I've been going over Nanny's house not just to see my friends, but to also, see Henny too. And of course, her daddy was like, Alani, come get your daughter, because she just done tried it. So, he went to go get Henny out the thunderstorm that they was having. And Scooty, he talked to Bella and told her how much she need her daddy and all of that. So we go to the next chapter, and we are at school with Morgan, because she went overseas with Bash. I don't like Bash, y'all. I still don't like him. And it's probably because I've read all the books of the series, but I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Not even a little bit. But fast forward to Morgan. And she was just saying how she was so surprised that she was doing this. And how she was nervous. And then Bash asked her, like, nervous about what? Like, coming to Cambridge or about motherhood? She was like, about both. And he was like, well, I'm so glad that you decided to come and experience this with me. And she's like, yeah. He like, you good? She said, I'll just never get used to somebody kicking my ass from the inside, because of course the baby kicking her. And she said, you want to feel? And so she let Bash fill her belly, and he felt it, and the baby was kicking. He was like, wow, that's the craziest thing I've ever felt. If Bash would have came along at a different time, I think maybe I would have been able to receive Bash a little better. But Morgan told him in the beginning, like, this ain't that. What you think it is, what you want it to be. Look at my Prince crab. What you think this is and what you want it to be, like, I can't give you that. And he still chose to stick around and basically like, I ain't gonna say persuade her, but maybe that is the right word. Like, woo her into loving him. And I don't like that. Like, if he was a woman, we would tell her, like, girl, you need to walk away. He can't give you what you, look at all this meat. He can't give you what you need. You should leave. We would inform her to do that. That's how I feel about Bash. Like, bruh, sis can't give you what you want. She's not willing to, because she can't. She's unavailable. She was so hurt behind Messiah that she don't have nothing to offer you for real. And now you about to deal with her and her baby? Like, I don't think it's a good idea, brother. But who am I? So he told her, you're gorgeous, Morgan Atkinson. Thank you for making my summer more interesting. She was like, dragging a pregnant girl around Europe for 2 months doesn't sound like much fun to me at all. I'm just going to slow you down. He said, it'll be the story we tell our kids one day. The story of how we fell in love over the summer in Europe. Like, boy, wake me up, because that's not it. Morgan's not looking for that type of story. She looking for jump on the back of the bike, hit all the hole in the wall clubs, get drunk Fridays, card playing games with my man and his people. Like, that's what she's looking for. She ain't looking to fall in love over Europe. Like, that's not her thing. She looking for a hood guy, okay? She looking for a hood gangster that's going to give her a whole lot of attitude, a whole lot of protection, and a whole lot of oomph. She looking for a manly man. She looking for those butterflies. That's what she looking for. And you, Bash, you just don't give them. And that's probably our problem as women, is that we always looking for the guy that's going to give us butterflies and all this excitement and all of this thrill, when we should be looking for somebody that's straight laced and trying to fall in love with us in Europe. But we just don't, we can't get it right. We just can't get it right. Because I'm with Morgan. Give me the butterflies. Put me on the back of your bike. Fly me down in Michigan. I ain't trying to be in Europe falling in love. I mean, that's cute. But I need my man to come with a lot of roughness, okay? But this ain't about me. So anyway, Morgan, after he said that, like, this is the story we can tell our kids, that how we fell in love, and you're like boring in her mind. She was like boring and corny. Like, boy, I ain't that girl. She said Messiah flashed in her mind. The motorcycle ride he had given her when he had placed her hand in his and put a ball fist to his heart. The sex backstage after the gigs. Her saying his name for the first time in his car. Him walking naked to the door to greet the pizza man. He had a point to prove. Fighting over him at the skating rink. Him sucking strawberries out of her center like she was edible. He had given her butterflies every step of the way. He set her soul on fire with every touch. His every interaction. She had thought those days would last until the end of time, but forever didn't last. As she stood in front of Bash, she felt none of those things. In his presence, she was dulled. But he's safe, she thought. So he wiped his tear that slid from her face that she didn't even know had fell. And I think, and then she said, maybe, to what he said about her telling their kids about that, about them falling in love in Europe. Once you experience a love thing like Messiah's, it's almost like, how do you come back from something like that? Not only did she experience the love, but she experienced the heartbreak. So how do you come back from something like that? How do you love somebody with your whole heart, give him everything you have, basically give him every piece of you, and then it's snatched away? What do you do? How do you move on? Do you live your life like, well, that's a life experience, things happen, and I could bounce back from that? Or do you live your life on guard for the rest of your life? You know, thinking like, I ain't gonna give nobody else the opportunity to hurt me like he did. So I'm only gonna go with what I deem as safe. That's a hard thing to do. And then not to mention, like, it's one thing when you break up with somebody and y'all just go y'all separate ways. Y'all don't have no ties. Y'all don't have nothing that keeps y'all bound together. But she's carrying Messiah's baby. Okay? So, regardless of if she ever deals with him again in her life, she's still carrying a piece of him. So every time she look at her baby, it's going to remind her of him and how they made that baby. You know what I'm saying? It's rough. Breakups are already hard. But for you to have to carry that man's seed, that's a lot. So, let's skip that because I already talked about that. So, let's go back to Ethic and Alani. These king crabs are sharp, okay? So, we know that they have... I don't get in my book. We know that they are working very diligently on them. She lives there, of course. They're making everything work. sorry, I had to get my scissors to cut this. And so we're going to flash to the scene that they're in right now. They in the room. She had fallen asleep because, you know, Ethic give her all type of business, okay? And so she fell asleep. And then when she woke up, he had came in the room and he had some food for her, like some Chinese, I think. And she was like, oh, I could have cooked. He was like, it ain't no time. I want to feed you. Then I want to be a grown-up with you. And so he said, you need to eat. And then you can feed me. Because I got a taste for you, baby. He said, I want to eat. I want to eat real good for you, baby. He is just so mannish, okay? So, I think this is when. So, he gave her the food and said, you eat while I eat. And they had their little love encounter. And, you know, spent their grown-up time doing grown-up things. And he tried to get her to eat her food while he was eating his food, but she like, I can't focus on that. Like, you doing something magical down yonder, and I can't focus on eating no food that's you about to do. I said, I know right along there. I'll put that food down. I can put it in the microwave when I get done. So she put it down. They went round for round. He won. As he always do. And when he got done, he told, I'm hot, y'all. When he got done, he told her, I put it on the plate and warm it up. For you get cleaned up, I'll meet you downstairs. She said, you aren't showering with me? He said, nah, I want you to live on my tongue for a little minute, baby. Ethic gone, okay? Because Ashley Antoinette got me looking for Ethic somewhere in the street, and I just still can't find him. No matter where I look, no matter where I go, my glasses is blurred. I can't find me no Ethic, okay? I ain't gonna say I'm tired of looking because I ain't gonna stop looking. Maybe he just gonna drop out the sky for me. That just made it worse. But, baby, I'm trying to find me an Ethic. I even take a Messiah with his rough loving self. But that's another story. We won't get into that today. So he tells her, like, go ahead and get you something. She told him, like, I hardly have any clothes here. He's like, don't worry about it. We'll get you some stuff. He's like, what is you about a size? I'm hoping I'm showing my brow. Help me, Lord. What you about a size 10, 12? And I think she might have said a 12. And then she asked, did Henny get his, did you get Henny settled with his brother? And he was like, yeah. And then she said, I guess we know why Bella liked the hangover at Nanny's now. He like, yeah, I guess so. And I think she might have said, I get hood boys and they're good girls. And he said, she's not his good girl. All of this shell and this little bit of meat came out of it. I mean, it's still a lot. I ain't gonna complain. But she said she's not his girl. And he said, she's my little girl. And I'm not going to make the same mistake I made with Messiah. He can come over here on my terms. They can be friends. They can hang out. And they can do what 13-year-olds do. But he ain't her girl. They can go bowling, the movies, whatever. He said, talking about, he too smooth for me, singing to my daughter, calling her pretty girl and shit, singing to you around here like he's Tevin Campbell or something. She said, give Henny a little break. He's a cute kid. He's had a hard time, but I have a good feeling about this. And she said, that's because he done finessed you too. He said, take your shower. I'll be downstairs. So, I knew I was going to get some on my shirt. This was playing Russian roulette with this white shirt with this red sauce. But she went to take a shower and That's when he told her, like, well, I have my shopper go get you some clothes. She's like, yo, shopper. He's like, I pay for convenience. I don't got time to be walking around the mall every day. I'm out of order on my shirt, y'all. And she's like, okay. So she went, took a shower, got the towel, went in the shower, washed herself up, got herself ready. When she got out of the shower, she wrapped herself up in a towel and went to look for her a shirt to put on. When she went in the closet looking for a shirt, she pulled one down, but before she could get it down, the box, it was a box that was on the top, and it fell down with the stuff. And so everything that was inside of it, it flipped out of the box. Mind you, it's Raven's box from when she died. He kept all of her stuff, the dress that she had on, the newspaper clippings, everything that happened that day is inside of this box, okay? That he has had tucked away in his closet. Now, mind you, Raven has died about 7 years ago, 8 years ago at this point, because, what's his name? Easy was a baby, like a newborn, damn near, when Raven died. So he's had this box in there this whole entire time because he's loved her this whole entire time. And she saw a card, was a picture of her, and on the back of it, it said, "To the love of my life, thank you for saving me from myself. You mean everything to me forever, Ray." So she is on the fence about even going through the box and seeing what's in the box or what's left inside the box, because everything done fell down. It's a dress with her blood stains on it. Like I said, it's the newspaper clippings of the incident that happened. And she's struggling with herself. Like, should she just hurry and put the stuff back in the box and put it back up? Because she don't want to seem like she intruding. Because she really wasn't intruding. She really was going to get a shirt and it all just fell down. And so before she could figure out what she wanted to do, Ethic walked in. And he said, "What are you doing?" And she was like, I'm sorry, the box fell. He said, "I never thought you to be the intrusive type." And she said, "I'm not. I wasn't. I was trying." And he like, "Just don't touch her shit." You know, I'd be like, "Boy, who you talking to?" Like, I know that you sensitive and I know that that's your day of love and all that stuff in your baby mama. But, hey, don't talk to me like that. Like, I understand that you got some stuff that you done held on to this relationship with you and Raven. But, hey, don't talk to me like that. Now, mind you, she took it like that because he didn't talk to her like that prior to. And I know that Raven is a sensitive subject, but you definitely could have handled me a little bit different, Ezra. Like, don't talk to me like that. So she was like, "I apologize. I didn't mean to. I was grabbing a shirt and it fell." He said, "There's shirts in the drawer." He said, "There's certain shit you can't touch. Anything that you even think belongs to her is off limits. That's not your place." See? Now you just digging yourself into a deeper hole, Ezra. Like, you should have just said, "Don't touch your stuff," and left it at that. But now you want to tell me that I got certain places in your house and I can't look like, hold it. Like, if I'm going to be your lady, what you mean certain places is off limits to me? Like, you should have had that discussion with me before right now. Don't tell me that it's off limits or it's not my place. Like, boy, who you talking to? So I understood Alani when she was mad in this sense. Because it's like, you boxing me out. Like, I know that it's sensitive. It's a sensitive subject about Raven. I get that. And I respect the fact that it's a sensitive subject. And I also respect the fact that I haven't pried into you and Raven's relationship. I've let you, crumb me. Give me little crumbs here and there. But now that the rubber done met the road and everything is out in the open, the nerve of you to try to talk down to me like I can't, it's certain stuff that's off limits to you or something, that's not your place. Boy, now I'm going to respect you because I can't tell you how to mourn and how to, handle things that's gone, but don't talk to me like that. And don't tell me what my place is. Because if my place is not everywhere up and through here, I don't want to be here, period. First, I thought she was overreacting, but then I got to thinking, like, I understand, because Raven has been deceased for 7 years. Nobody can tell you how long it takes for you to mourn, or how long it takes for you to heal, or even how long it takes for you to open up to your spouse after something like that so tragic has happened. But don't tell me that this is not your place. Don't touch her shit. Anything that you think is hers is off limits. Like, what? So you want me to live in here with you while you got a whole shrine for another woman? Like, I just don't know if I'm going to be okay with that. And I love Ezra, okay? Ezra is my love. He is my heart. But I don't know if I would have been. I was like Alani, like, oh, okay. So she was salty, like, not my place. Like, okay. So she said, you're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have touched him. You just never talk about her. And why is it so hard for you to open up to me about Raven? And he said, stop. And she said, Raven is Easy's mom, Morgan's sister. And before she could finish, she was like, and she ain't shit to you. All right, Ezra, because see, now because now you making me mad. And so, it said like he wasn't yelling, but the tone in his voice was a little loud, a little deep, a little harsh. And he said, so just stop. Her name on your lips? Nah. And to me, I think it hurt Alani's feelings, because it's like up until that very moment, she thought that the intensity of their love was it. Like, could nobody come before her? Could nobody be more to him than her? But to hear him set those boundaries for her and to be like, oh, her name on your lips? Oh, nah. Like I'm a stranger. Like the person who you are speaking to is somebody who you don't know. So she said, I'm sorry for intruding. And she went to leave. He said, you don't have to leave. And she said, I've always known that this was wrong. And that we were fighting basically to be together. She was like, but you made it feel like it was okay. And like I was safe with you. You made me feel welcome. You convinced me that I could do this. And that I belonged here with you and your children. And he noticed her say, your children. Because normally she says like, the children, not your children. And so he said, Lanika, she said, I wanted to believe you. I wanted to belong to you, to them, but I don't. She said, you're absolutely right, Ethic. This is not my place. It's hers. I'm just standing in, just filling the void for you. And he like, baby, like, that's not it. Like, that's really not it. She said, I got to get out of here. So, of course, walking out on him took a lot out of her, because she promised him that if he decided to turn over his life and turn over a new leaf, that she wouldn't leave him, that she would be with him and stand in the gap with him regardless of what happened or what type of situation that they faced. It's hot, y'all. That's why I keep doing this hair. It's hot. That one little shot, it gets me every time. And so she said she couldn't stay. She needed to go home so she could cry it out in peace. But at that very moment, Easy and Bella was at her house. So it's like, we have our lives so intertwined, but right now I just need a break from you. Like, I need to go away. Like, I need a minute to regroup, to think. Like, because you just hurt my feelings. And I get how come her feelings was hurt in the way that he said it, and the separation that he put between her and Raven. And so he called her phone when she tried to leave, and she didn't answer. And then she was going over like how she feels about Easy, how she feels about Bella, how she was saying, like, if she goes to the grocery store, she buys feminine products, she had to buy something Bella, because they are intertwined as into one now. And now that she's walking away from him, it's like, how do I do this and still, what do I do now? If I decide to walk away from this, what is my life going to be made of? Because I've attached myself to these people. Not only Ethic, but Easy and Bella, and even Morgan with her stubborn self. So, I'm going to stop right here. And like I said, I think we probably have 323 is the last page I'm on. And 410 is the end of this book. So we probably got about 100 pages left, which is going to be fast. So please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you are new here. Don't forget to share this video. I'm still trying to get to 200 subscribers. Right now, I'm at 191 subscribers. I checked before I recorded today. So don't forget to share. Please share. I will see you guys tomorrow. Maybe not the same time, but definitely the same place. And until next time, you guys, bye, my Juju bees.